Hey everyone, and welcome to Pilosa Zoo episode 6. As usually, I'm joined by jAsh, Jesus Christ.
We're off to a great start.
jAsh.
Bring it in.
Oh, you like jazz? Hey everybody, and welcome to Pilosa Zoo episode 6. As usual, I'm joined by jAsh, Rycie, and Lazz. Say hello, guys.
Hey.
Hello.
Hi guys.
Hello. And as a special guest appearance, kind of turned solid group member at this point already, drum roll. It's Remnant!
Hi.
Hey!
Hey Remnant.
So, we are very happy to announce that Remnant is part of the group now, and he's done some amazing stuff in the park in the last couple of weeks. So we're gonna take a look at all his magical stuff in a little while, but first let's take a gander at something new that jAsh made, which is, well, we're gonna have to walk a little bit still. It's right around the corner, I think, and it's there's a tree in the way. It's a really cool playground, in my opinion. I don't know what you guys think.
It's gorgeous.
So it's supposed to be very like modular, prefabricated type situation.
Yeah, it totally gives that feel.
Cool.
The funny thing about this playground is actually that it really resembles the one in Copenhagen Zoo a lot, and you didn't even know, unless you've been hiding.
No idea.
Secret.
I found the inspiration for this was actually a 3D model that I found on a website. But I mean, it turned out great. So part of the majority of what you see that was used to construct it is actually gutters that we've turned into posts and all kinds of stuff. So.
Actually?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. And it looks so modern. I really like that. It's playful, and it doesn't look like boring with all the wooden pieces, because you added all the like the animals and the different color patterns on the slides and stuff. It's perfect.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, like it's kind of repetitive, but like still you've made it like different enough in each cube, sort of, to you know, it's like it forms a complete.
It's modular, but still cool.
Yeah.
It's so
I
unique.
love it.
I've never seen anything like it. I really love it.
What's the torture device on the top there? Is it something you can play?
So that's supposed to be intended
It's
like
like
what you climb up, like it goes all the way down to the bottom. So that's supposed to be you can step
It's
on
like
it,
the
you can
bubble-
pull
the
yourself
bubble.
up. Yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
It's like the bubble scene in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory,
yeah.
where the kids float up to the top.
It just kind of
Yeah.
looked like a grinder or something that you should avoid about being hit.
And hey, if your child starts getting just really unruly and obnoxious, they go in the grinder. So
Put him in the grinder.
So the slide that I
Nice.
initially made sucked, and Remnant came back and fixed it for me a little bit. It looks so much better. The way that before it was just it didn't have like a lot of what's the word I'm looking for, Remnant?
Wasn't sloping as much.
That it didn't slope as much. But he fixed it to where it actually looks more like an actual slide now.
It looked great before.
It was okay.
Yeah, just a bit steeper.
It was
in
okay. I think that you fixed the functionality of it. That's maybe the
Yes,
best explanation.
it did look okay before, but it looks more realistic now, in my opinion, than
Yeah.
it did before.
You can't
So-
get stuck in there now.
Right. Yeah. Before, like you would start to slide and then just kind of stop, and then some other kid
And then
would
kinda
come
drag
around
your
the
butt a
corner and
little
kick
bit.
you in the back. Yeah.
And then you would go into the grinder.
Then you go in the grinder. Yep.
That's funny.
So this whole area is kind of just like a circular plaza, but back behind the playground is more of like a garden. The other way, sorry.
Oh,
That way.
Another.
Yeah, so if you keep going, it kind of turns into like a little garden in the back that
Oh,
overlooks the little creek and into other portions of the zoo.
That's such a cool
that's
viewpoint.
So nice.
Yeah. And it looks great from across there too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I know a lot of people keep saying, you know, we should have made episodes sooner, which A, we should have, but B, there's still so much to do. Like, there's just small stuff that the zoo just desperately needs right now, and this was one of the areas that was kind of lacking that I tried to come in and develop a little bit more and make it seem like it was supposed to be here and it wasn't just some open space that was sitting unutilized.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I feel like this is the most interesting part, I feel, when watching a park develop. It's all the details and all the fillings. It's not the terraforming parts and the whole planning. For me personally, I think this is the most exciting part. I don't feel. Yeah, of course, it would be great if we started from point zero, just being like, okay, we're gonna do this park, and what are we gonna do? But I feel like this is the exciting parts, like watching you guys really do magic in these corners of the themed areas. Like, I really love that.
Yeah, at some point you're really gonna look for like areas that are still a bit undeveloped or even maybe a bit boring or something.
Yeah.
And then it's
Yeah,
nice
I mean,
to see how like even this cutout here didn't even exist before, did it?
No, this was
I
all
mean,
trees.
This just ran through here as a single simple street kind of path.
Yeah.
Is the restroom
And,
new? Is that
Yes.
a new thing?
So
Everything's
even
new.
has a running water.
our water fountain's broken, so
Is it a public
Can't turn it
restroom
off.
or is it just for staff, or what is the?
so currently it's nothing. I checked. I didn't really feel like fooling with the functionality of it last night, but I checked. It is tall enough to sink a toilet stand in there. So
Oh,
I mean,
cool.
the folks will just kind of clip through the walls, but it will be functional, yes, as a bathroom.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
Awesome.
Or it could also be like a building for staff.
Hmm.
Like, doesn't even
And I
matter.
wanted to make the wall pieces look just like that generic cinder block look. So I
I love
took
that,
the I think it's the 1 meter painted columns or something, and just all you're looking at is the top of the column. They're actually
Oh,
sunk
that-
into the wall.
That's so clever.
Wow.
It's a new piece from the adventure set, right?
No. This is the painted brick piece, but it's sunk so
Oh,
deep in the
yeah.
wall that you just see the top of it.
That's awesome.
Oh right, okay.
Clever.
Sweet.
And can we have a look at what you did on the other side, like looking over the camel habitat?
So I've officially named.
Let's take the interesting path.
Yeah. So I've unofficially named this Rudy's Lookout for obvious reasons. Once you get up, you actually get a peek into the camel habitat.
Did I see a sign saying monkey madness?
No, you did not.
What?
We don't know what you're talking about.
Gorgeous name though. I'm gonna stick with that.
I love this.
So this has always been, honestly, one of my favorite areas in the zoo. And before, this was actually giraffes, I think, before the Serengeti experience
Yeah.
became a thing. So I love that we were able to utilize it, and I think it fits perfectly for camels. And before, you couldn't really see into the habitat from this angle. And I extended the plateau out a little bit, and oh, he's pooping. I extended the plateau out just a little bit and just made it like a secondary viewing portion of the exhibit.
Yeah, really well done. This it offers a great viewpoint indeed.
Yeah. That's great.
Awesome. And then just nice generic just growth
Mhm.
here, not too complicated.
And I just realized that planner is unfinished.
Oh.
Whoops.
Oh yeah.
It's okay.
Remember,
Nobody's seen that.
we can't look here.
Oh.
iDro. You keep on
Zoom in.
zooming on it.
So I wanted this to, like, if you're looking to the left, I wanted to basically just highlight that not everything, like just the way that the grass is just overgrown right here, there's really nothing to look at here other than pine trees and overgrown grass. But I feel like not everything has to be manicured and perfect, so I may come out and finish the curbing on the actual path, but this is pretty much how
I
I'm
love
gonna
it's so
leave it.
wonky. I love that the path is so wonky.
Yeah.
Like that makes it so like realistic.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it feels that it just, came in and just put some concrete down and just went, it's fine.
Well, what I love about it too is that it, like, you can really tell that this zoo, or like in real life, it would be built in like stages, because like the thing or the path cover looks very new, and obviously that camel habitat that used to be a giraffe habitat is older, so you can kind of tell that there was like, different times that they were building.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it's a new
exactly,
addition.
yeah.
This lookout, like you wouldn't. It's like they've learned stuff. Like,
Mhm.
oh, we should actually utilize this area. Be like, wait, we can have a viewpoint for up here.
Yes,
So we
so
can
maybe-
extend that.
Yeah, so maybe even like this area before was just, it was open to the public, but there was no reason for anybody to really come up here. So just over time, they just slowly, they added a bathroom stall, and then they, like, obviously the new installments would be the overhang that looks into the exhibit and the playground, but maybe everything else has just kind of been here for a while. But nobody
Yeah, the
really used
playground
it.
looks like it's new, like from last year or something.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
But
Awesome.
it doesn't look too new. It doesn't look like it's a future, like, installment. It really looks like it would be realistic as, hey, we need more playgrounds in this zoo, and we'll add it here.
Whenever I was looking for inspiration for the playground, the biggest thing that I was looking for is, okay, how would Pilosa do a playground? Because it wouldn't just look like a playground. It would, and I feel like it has that modern, modular looking type structure and architecture that you see throughout the park, but it's just interpreted in a different way here. This might be a little too steep. I'll let Mike decide, but whatever,
I
it's
get
staying
that.
because it
Who?
would totally
Who?
ruin this area to redo it.
It looks good though.
Who's Mike?
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah, we don't know her.
Her.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just
Yeah, we
get
can
some
we can cut this
get
stuff
some
out
speed
here.
in it. So here we go. We come along this. Well, we showed this in different episodes, but still
I love
the
that.
viewpoints.
So good.
That's so good. So good.
All right, moving on.
Cool.
So going through the down the big stairs.
Yo, if
You
you
gotta
miss a
show
step-
some more remnant stuff other than slide
And-
fixes.
Yeah, let's like put our heads down before kind of.
Welcome
So
to the
here-
group, Remnant. You fixed the slide for us.
So
Remnant fix the slide. Goodbye.
I've heard through the grapevine that you did some updates on this remnant, didn't you?
Yeah, just a little bit, and there's a lot of stuff that still needs to be fixed. But yeah,
Do we want to look inside?
yeah, you can totally look inside. I just added
Let's
the
take a
beginnings of a Nile monitor exhibit.
Yeah.
I love
Oh,
that.
wow.
I totally gave you that job because I knew you would nail it like this. It's so great.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, did you did a change in the path? Not the path. The wall sections. Is it still usable? Like, is it a background area?
Yeah, so yeah, I mean it's really like messy looking right now, which it'll be fixed, but it does go to a little outdoor area too.
Oh, that's great, man.
Oh, that is
Like
so
right
cool.
behind there, isn't it?
Yeah,
And you did it like I really love this idea because I just did a box on the side that you would actually be able to see as a guest, and I was a bit embarrassed by that. But the way you nailed it with the like curved wall section, I think that's really a great idea to like cheat the eye of I
Yeah.
don't see a backstage
Yeah,
area.
for sure.
That's a great idea, man.
And like
Okay.
it even has like the look of being mountains in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Very
super
well
cool.
done.
And I love the wooden the log pieces like going into the ground. That's the stuff I really struggle with in this game because I don't know anything about designing animal habitats. But this looks great, man.
Thank you. Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, you did a
It
good
was
job.
challenging because it's a pretty small area, and then to kind of
Yeah,
make it
I
work
know.
with like the water and stuff too. It was like
It was
kind
a
of
secret
difficult.
challenge.
Yeah.
But there is measured the space, and there's more than enough space for the Nile monitor.
Oh yeah,
At
for
least
sure.
the minimal
Yeah.
requirements. So yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a small. I know what you mean. It's a small piece of.
It's just a small space to
land.
work in, but it's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
I like it.
Can we see what you did with the, or is it a work in progress? The like the background stuff you did. In the
I mean, you can
mod?
totally take a look if you want, but it's nothing to look at. It's like
Okay, but I'm curious what you did with the
Yeah.
space. Like, oh, that works.
Oh,
man.
that's clever.
Oh, that's gonna be
oh,
cool.
and then I mean, and then there's also there. I didn't. Well, I'm like pointing at my screen like you can see. But there's there's like a more of a stage area too. Like I'll put a door, and then if you go out through that wall, there's like a little this area.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
so great.
Nice.
That is cool. We'll definitely
Yeah.
have to revisit this because I can see where you're going, and it's gonna be so cool.
Too. Yeah.
Yeah, and I did
Yeah,
the
I
same
love
with
this.
the turtles, but I love that this is a bit smaller because there will be like 1 or 2 Nile monitors in there,
Yeah.
and they will. I think the turtles need space like this, but I feel like the Nile monitor would mostly be in the water. Like,
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I put that out in the front.
yeah. And by the way, guys, this screams for help. I didn't know what to do with the outdoor turtle stuff, but it's
Oh
it's
no.
work in progress.
Uh,
Oh,
And
you're on
Remnant,
the
by the
roof.
way,
On the roof. I'm on the roof.
Remnant,
I'm
I
on the
love
roof.
that you like kept a window in the back.
Yeah.
Drop of the building.
well,
That is so great. So in the backstage portion, you will have a window. That's great.
yeah. I mean, I figured that this was like an older building, and so they're doing
Yeah.
everything that they can to just work around what's already there. So that's
Yeah.
kind of another
Mhm.
reason why I put that circular wall is to
Yeah, it kind
preserve
of looked
that.
built in. Like
Yeah.
there would be maybe some other turtles in there at the beginning.
Yeah, like
it would
something
be a
else was in
turtle
there.
house, and then they had these cool Nile monitors.
Mhm.
I love you have the side view. We're just gonna fix the path here so you can actually go and see the whole.
Yeah, and the window panes need to be fixed too. I don't know why I did that, but
Yeah, but we get the idea. Yeah,
Little.
I
little
love that you
details.
can stand like from this outdoor view and just look at like the animal being in the water. I feel that's the most interesting part.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
love
would
that.
But,
assume this. Go ahead, Rycie.
I feel like you wanted to look at them from the outside more, because now
Yeah.
you kind of have only this curved path, and you can't really see them if they're all the way to the right of the habitat.
Yeah, we're gonna fix that. I feel like I think that was already in the plans.
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
kind of going back to the previous episode, I would assume that this building smells disgusting.
dude.
So maybe like,
Musky.
I
You
mean,
would
I've,
love
I've
Moist and
been in
musky.
I've been in one of these buildings and I know exactly how they smell like. So maybe
Yeah.
if it's just way too crowded, there's too many people in here, the smell's getting you can check them out outside as well.
Yeah,
What the hell?
it's like a smell that you
Luckily,
can feel.
I feel like it's pretty open. That's why I did all the windows, like the class sections. So ideally, you would be able to open up the building even more if it's hot.
True.
Or like
Yeah.
but I
Oh,
think
yeah,
it
that
helps
makes
with the
sense.
airflow for the backstage part of the turtles and this pretty like big entrance way.
Mhm.
What's the stuff like? Is it
Oh,
just
whoops!
for when
I
you
didn't even.
build?
But that shouldn't be there.
It could be
I don't see
art
what you're talking
installation
about.
though.
Someone just put rocks there.
Yeah. And I'm happy you kept with the same wall like colorizations.
Yeah.
That's cool. It works.
Yeah.
Good job, guys. Is this it?
Okay.
So,
One.
Yeah.
drum roll.
So
I make
Okay, so.
I'm freaking
so there's 2 ways to enter, but the main
Okay.
entrance is to the left. So where like the black asphalt continues.
Oh, cool.
Okay, shall I keep looking to the floor?
No, you can
until-
look up.
Well,
Oh
my
even
God.
the
Oh,
start
man.
here already is great.
Oh, and
Like
I
with this
see where
sort of-
the stone pieces come from now.
Yes.
Like we saw in the reptile
Yeah.
house.
What are these? Are these part of
They're
the
new. They're
South
from
America?
the South American pack.
Oh, they're great, man.
And I think they're like temple
Ah.
pieces, but you just sink them in and they kind of look like. I mean, they look like
Yeah.
rocks.
Yeah, those
That's
look
the
great.
tip number one tip in this video. or number two, like
Yeah,
Josh
consider
showed
that
the
stolen.
wall piece trick.
I love how like the land is kind of obstructing, you know, the
Yeah, like you can kind of see
spot where
it.
you want to go to, and it's like it's kind of more inviting
Mhm.
than having it seen
Yeah.
full blown in the open from here.
Yeah.
already.
What is the tree? It's gorgeous, like the one.
It's
you
the new
look at.
Brazil nut tree.
Not that
Oh.
one, Jordy, but the one
Oh.
where we looked before. Yeah,
I don't know.
you know the weenie
Look
in
to
the
right there.
The shot.
This?
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's the
those are
Brazil
the Brazilian nut trees.
nut tree.
It's
looks so
gorgeous. Like and that's a new one.
Uh huh.
Damn.
Mike,
It doesn't even.
I just
it
need to
doesn't feel
say,
too
uh,
like exotic.
No.
Remnant,
It looks
Mike
pretty.
would be so proud of you because he read me one time because I was like, hey, I thought this thing that I was working on looked great, right? And he's like, well, there's really nothing that kind of draws you to it. And I was like, right. So whenever I look at this, looking on the other side of the hill, you can kind of see the top of something that catches your eye and you want to see what it is, right? And I
Yeah.
feel like
And again
that
here,
is so
you
cool
see the
that
same
it-
with the hut in the background. Like
Yes. I'm looking and I don't know where I want to go first.
Yeah.
it's, and that sign, that
It-
you did that or Rycie or who did this?
Well, I mean, it's Rycie's font, and
Okay.
then
So you both did it. That's beautiful.
yes, we both. It was a collaboration.
Yeah, it's my Berlin Sans serif fonts, but yeah.
Remnant X Rycie.
Jordy, leave him alone.
Yeah, and actually the sign is a water feature. Like if you look closely, there's water coming down
Oh,
the
yeah.
middle.
Oh, that's so cool.
Oh wow,
Ah,
so cool.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
very nice.
The
So-
Hippo Lagoon.
Ooh.
Damn.
So yeah, so there's a few
Well,
areas.
this-
There's like this little garden area to the left, and then there's like the whole exhibit like to the right. So whatever you guys want to look at first.
Let's start here. This
Well,
is already
start
amazing.
here.
yeah, let's kind of back up to the building. And
Oh, these
look at this
huts,
first.
man, they look
This
so
is
amazing.
so cool.
I want to sit in there. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, what
I
are
just want to sit in there.
what are these little like cabana? Like
Yeah,
would
I
you
mean,
sit
there's
in
just like
these?
little places that you can sit. There's like little openings somewhere on. Yeah, there's like an opening and you can just sit
I
in
see
there.
it. That is so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
and it adds speed. Like
Amazing.
we have a lot of features like this in the park. I feel like that.
Yeah, I definitely wanted to
I
add that
love
because I
that.
noticed that you guys have a lot of like cool stuff like that.
Yeah, but that's so great, and it's definitely the theme.
Mhm.
That's the best part. It's not the same trick as the other.
Mm-hmm.
No, and like still, it's all pretty much just simple wood, but you know, like all the form factors and all really tie in well with the different sort of vibes it all gives.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
African. It really looks African.
Yeah, that's exactly. It's
Damn.
great.
Yeah, and it's hard
Still
to.
European.
Yeah,
How are you
that's what I
doing
wanted
this,
to
Brandon?
do.
What-
I wanted to make sure to get like the European look, but still like African themed.
You nailed it, man.
Yeah.
Mike,
it's
you
not-
better
it's-
watch out, man.
Oh gosh.
Like it's not at all overdone in any way.
I
Cool.
love those little fountains. They're so pretty.
Yeah, those are fun.
Yeah, and everything that you selected to go in them is perfect.
Cool.
And Jordy, just behind you here, that spot even is perfect. Oh no, behind the
Whoa,
benches.
what is this?
Oh,
Oh yeah, now
Oh,
we showed
wow.
that building. But
I
yeah,
didn't
Oh,
even see that.
that's
Just like
that's-
staff area.
Wow.
I
this
didn't
is
even
like
mean
also
this
the
part.
stuff
Yeah,
that
that's
is
staff. You don't have to go
gorgeous.
back there.
This is honestly, looks so cool with the like the circular parts
Oh my god.
added to it.
yeah.
And it's like it's mostly decoration,
Mm-hmm.
you know, but it still looks like it's kind of sort of integral to the structure or something.
Yeah.
you know?
And it looks like it's a reference to other parts of the park. Like-
Yeah.
And the most, I think, I know it's weird because it's not a theme park, but I really get a 70s like theme park entrance vibe from those outgoing windows with all
Yeah.
those,
Yeah.
with the yeah. Damn, that's great. I love that vibe of I want to see it. Oh, it's staff, but okay, I got interested. Like, that's great.
Damn.
And more toilets. That's
Yep. Just in case.
Can't have enough of those.
Those benches though. With the concrete, and is that
I mean,
wood in
yeah,
between?
they're
or-
not functional. It's concrete, and then like there's more concrete in between them. Like it's like the plaster pieces.
Oh yeah, I see. Very cool.
But Jody, the spot I was just trying to explain before, can we maybe go back? I really even a small. Yeah, if you go in here and look out
Look out where.
from where we can. Yeah, you can see that little under the tree with the benches. If you go ahead and look left, yeah, now you can't see it because you have something in front of it. But even that little
Oh, where the
section.
benches kind of offset each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just
Yeah,
it,
I
it
like that.
just screams coziness. Like
Mhm.
that's so great. And again, the piece of or the choice of like foliage is just it's awesome, man.
So
yeah,
I want
really
to
nice use of the new foliage. Really nice.
Yeah,
I
so
love
wanna
the new
applaud
foliage.
you, Remnant, in the sense that this is definitely one of our flagship exhibits, kind of like the Serengeti experience. And
Yeah.
the idea for these is that you could spend a large amount of time at them. Like, if I were to come here and I look at this exhibit, it's not in and out in like less
Mhm.
than 10 minutes. You know, like there's things to see in these flagship exhibits other than the actual animal themselves. And I love that you've oh wow, and I love that you've incorporated that. It's perfect.
Cool.
And
And we're
That's
not,
awesome.
I
like
agree
I
with
feel
you,
like we've
and-
already seen so much and we haven't even gotten to the actual exhibit.
Start from the bottom level.
Yeah,
Yeah?
Yeah. So go back.
Oh, jeez.
Remnant can just control this from now on. Like,
No.
Yeah.
This is his.
I mean, it
love
doesn't
the
matter, but
bam.
there's more stuff on the
I'll
bottom.
send you my keyboard and you can you can control my
You
computer.
can go on TeamViewer from now.
The concrete pillars are really cool.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Yeah.
You
So
feel
did you
really
have
up
to
close
do-
to the animal.
Mm-hmm.
Remnant, did you have
Yeah,
to
so
do a null
huge.
barrier with those, or do they just?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know if
it's
they
a null
just kind
barrier.
of followed the. Like they just obviously can't walk through them, so I didn't know if. You
I
had
mean,
to
I think
have a
technically they
barrier.
would, but
Oh really? Okay.
yeah,
I don't know anything about the exhibits, so.
it's
I
okay.
apologize.
I learned a lot
Fucking
just from doing this
insects.
one.
Oh, these are small.
Yeah, so there's like little cutouts in some
Whoa.
of those pillars.
What?
That's
No
awesome.
way.
Man.
No way. You did. That's so
Damn.
I mean, they're not actual exhibits. It's just like plants shoved in there,
Yeah,
but
but still.
It's so clever. Oh my god.
It's still it's
That's so cool.
really perfectly implied.
Man,
Oh
I'm
my
so
God.
happy that we decided to let you be a part of the team because it would be embarrassing if not.
Or at the very
It was a
least, like,
decision.
gave you no restrictions.
I'm so glad you said yes.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's really amazing. It's insane, man. Really good.
Yeah,
I
it's
would
big.
be on YouTube screaming, "Hey, please have guest back." Okay, fair enough. Damn.
But there's different levels here. So
Those stairs
cool.
are everything.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was fun.
I love how it kind of gives us like a resemblance to like a metro station or something, but in a cool way when you look at the path bridge
Mhm.
section here, like this part. And
Yeah,
it's
I mean, I
so
definitely
cozy.
it was cool to kind of like I wanted to make sure to integrate some of that modern like feel that you guys have throughout the whole zoo, but then also
Yeah.
like add more functionality than just it being a pathway. It's also like a cover for the viewing area.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But it still seems African, like
Mhm.
with the planters and stuff. Like you
Mhm.
don't forget what kind of area these animals come from.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, what is this? It's like a like a
Another
conversation pit.
plaza.
It doesn't stop.
Like where kids can play in there and the parents can just sit there.
Like Keisha is not gonna like this.
Yeah. Damn, Remnant, this
I
is
love that
awesome.
you
Wait,
got
wait,
them
wait,
in
wait, 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 wait. Look at the floor, please. Oh, you did custom.
Damn.
Oh yeah, check it.
How and you? The crazy thing is, you done this all by yourself, man. What?
Well, it took a long
It's
time.
This would take me like half a year. I feel like. Damn.
No, this
Just
out of-
this stuff's fun to me. Like this part is fun. Like the actual exhibit was like the harder part.
This looks
I
so
love
cool.
the water features. Like, damn.
Same.
Oh, oh.
And you feel like it's inside. Like, and you could totally stand here when it rains, and it wouldn't even matter.
Yeah, it feels
that's
super secluded.
Yeah,
the
cover
multifunctions is just
yeah.
perfect. And yeah,
Fun time.
Sweet.
I'm just saying this: if we add like a transport ride here, you're gonna be the one doing it.
Oh God.
Because that looks, it already looks like you've done a monorail or something in here, and it looks gorgeous.
Oh.
Some
Fast swimmer.
teleporting hippos.
And now he's running
Doesn't
off.
want to be on the internet.
That was embarrassing for him. Damn, dude. Even the,
Amazing.
yeah.
Yay.
Even the details on the floor of that basin. Really nice.
Yeah, and they walk down here, so that's gonna be gorgeous
Yeah.
for them too.
Is that
Wait,
upside
does the-
down moss? that
Yes.
is stuck in the ground? That's clever.
Yeah, I wish that they moved, but it's okay.
Wait, what is it?
Like those like, yeah, it's like the upside down moss.
Oh.
I just kind of wish that they'd moved a little bit, but it's okay.
Mm.
No, I mean, it definitely sells the illusion. I have a question.
Yeah.
Does the go up just a little, like right there, does the water go into the building?
Yes,
What?
And,
And
it
that
does
was
so
hard.
in real life as well.
that was really
Then
difficult.
they just gate it off, like they close it off.
And the hippos do go in there.
Wow.
Yeah.
They swim, and
Amazing.
it's gorgeous. The last time I saw him in Copenhagen Zoo, I was so lucky because they were just about to be fed in like 5 minutes.
Mm.
So and they were outside, and I just saw that whole like battle for him to get inside quickest. And they just swam in there, and they couldn't, like they couldn't fit in the gate. It was so hilarious. And then they went inside, and then the way they feeded them was just actually, there was a balcony. I don't know if you did that inside, but there was like a balcony, like just above where where a guest could stand and look at them.
Mhm.
And then they would just throw watermelons in their mouths from like
What?
5 feet or something. It was crazy.
Oh,
And they
man.
just opened up, and like they were so professional in like catching the watermelons. It was
They're
really
experienced.
good. I hope they implement cool feeding like shows in the game, because hippos
Yeah,
are
that would be
so
cool.
hilarious to watch.
That'd be really cool.
And see, when they're swimming. Oh, this
Yeah, they like semi-swim.
I'm not joking, dude. This might be some of the best stuff I even have seen in this game. Like it's so complete. Like this whole area.
Yeah, definitely. I
Thank
think
you.
that's the best habitat I've ever seen in this game.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Oh my God,
It's so good.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
It's not a question anymore. You're forced to join this team.
You don't have a choice. You're
Yeah.
part of the team now.
We need to be in the credit for this stuff.
I love that you've built the terrain up on top of the building too. That's really cool.
Yeah,
almost
that
gives
was
you-
that was a challenge for sure.
It's almost like even though we're at ground level here, we're about to go immediately underground, which is cool.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
the way you
Again,
slanted
it's spot
the
on.
concrete, that's really nice. That gives kind of these African vibes. The way you
Yeah.
slanted the concrete
Yeah.
here.
Mm-hmm.
It's spot on. It's so crazy for me because I've been here like 10 times, and I get the exact same vibe as being there in real life. Because you, like you just described, you feel like you're going underground, but you're not.
Mm-hmm.
Like that whole, and the details on the doors, and I'm blown away on how accurate.
Wait,
and
so
still
what's in here?
You, yeah. It's
So
still
this is
you.
the viewing, the indoor viewing for the hippos, and then there's like some other stuff too.
Oh. I didn't
Yeah.
even realize
Oh.
there was an indoor portion.
And there is.
Those lamps.
Ooh.
Are they custom?
Ah.
They
Hmm?
look amazing.
Oh, this nice like an array light.
Oh,
it's,
man.
it's nice.
Oh, I'm
Jesus.
gonna steal that.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Steal it.
Remnant.
Yeah, and
The
let's not
ceiling.
act
did
like
this?
we haven't seen the custom globe, but okay.
Oh, that the custom globe was
Oh,
not
yeah,
me.
well.
The custom globe was not
Damn,
me.
okay, but still,
That was on the workshop.
it's perfect in here.
Remnant, you did all of this.
I did.
Okay,
He did.
here's a list
Damn,
of things
dude.
that you did. That. This is amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Damn.
That was really fun.
It's- Wow. And is that roof like kind of curved?
Yeah.
Yes,
is
it's
it
curved.
sloped?
It's curved and sloped.
Holy
I'm gonna come up with an embarrassing statement. I tried and I spent 5 hours on this, and then I gave up. Like never again.
Oh, I
And
was
you
about
just
to.
did it,
was.
man.
It was hard.
Damn, man. And this is crazy on so many levels for me again. And I know I keep saying it, but it's crazy because you did it, and it's a gorgeous habitat. But also that if you showed an employee from Copenhagen Zoo, he'd be like, "Whoa, this is on point." Like,
Yeah, that'd be
it's
Yeah,
so
awesome.
crazy.
One of the things that I struggle with is I could make something probably like 65% this cool, but it would not be functional at all. And the fact that you made it functional and made it better is like insane.
Is that sign also you?
There-
What you need to say what's you here, because
The sign with the snake was not me. That was on the
Okay.
workshop as well.
Oh,
I
that's
guess I
supposed
should
to be
give
like
those
a
links.
boa on the tree branch.
Yeah.
Good
cute.
God.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah.
That is
Very
so cool.
talented. Whoever did that. That wasn't me.
Rycie
We
is
But
put
then
that
the
in
rest.
the file.
Yeah. And then the rest of the signs are me, I think, except for the globe. That's not me.
it
This is
fits.
so cool.
It's so nice in here. Like
Oh, whoa, whoa. I'm in the plan.
you picked it and you placed it there, and I feel like that's perfect because
Yeah, it fits very well.
yeah, and you
Um,
feel like it's darker in there because of this little section for some reason.
Yeah. Well, and then like I mean, at night, I guess like the lighting in here kind of like shines. Like it's like it's awesome.
Oh, man. I can't even.
Wow.
Yeah, let it adjust a bit.
Yeah.
This is so cool.
Oh,
even with all the
man. It gives
that's
such a
it.
strong Jurassic Park vibe for some reason.
Yeah, that's also kind of in the mix, right? With all the concrete and
Yeah.
Oh, let's look into the habitat
Dude, it's
itself.
so good.
Like, oh man,
I'm dying.
you can't be serious about. Oh man.
ah.
I'm so glad I didn't peek at this before because such a good surprise.
I think,
Yes.
Jordy, when you edit this, you're gonna put in way more ahs than you actually was here because this is great.
Maybe.
I think Remnant just got bumped up from hourly to salary
Yeah.
with full
Damn,
401k benefits, health insurance.
Yes.
What is up that ledge on the to the go right, Jordy?
So this is supposed to be like a little like African like cichlids, like those fish. I just picture like a huge
Oh.
school of them in there,
Yeah.
and then
Mhm.
like mangrove trees or something.
Maybe it
Damn.
could be for when if they add. I don't know if that's African though. It's gonna be embarrassing if it's not. But like a cool little nighttime animal like armadillos or something. That would be great in there.
Well, yeah, I mean
Like
that's
having-
water. There's water in there, but
Oh,
we can,
yeah, but I just meant
we
if
can
you
always
could,
drain
like-
it.
Let them drown.
Yeah.
I think it would be perfect for some kind of river fish.
Oh yeah, yeah. Of
African
course.
river fish.
If they if they ever come out with fish,
Can you
that'd
have
be
the
amazing.
water go
Piranhas.
all the way up?
The water isn't. Yeah, I mean the water right now is just like kind of in the middle. You can see where the line is.
Yeah, yeah. Can you have it go all the way up?
Yeah,
Or
it goes all the
just-
way up.
Cool.
So we can put
All the
piranhas
way
in
up.
there.
Yes,
Yeah.
That would be dope.
it would.
Damn, man.
By the way, if you look to the corner where we're gonna exit, I feel like really I have some projects going on that we're gonna reveal, but I also have like the last request for this park, for me at least, would be to have some kind of nighttime habitat, and this is the way to execute it. Like it looks so great down here, and with double doors and going into you have to be quiet in here, and there's gonna be like
Yeah.
bats and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
I would
Oh, that would
love
be
to
cool.
do a building like that, but
Mhm.
again, we need the animals. But yeah. Oh, that is
Ah.
cool.
There's an iguana in there.
Wow, that's clever.
So
with
you
the
just put
rocks.
the
Really
in-game.
nice.
Yeah.
You can't even see the box anymore. That's gorgeous.
Is he about to wipe the glass? What?
Wow.
Oh.
So functional.
And at least that's like it wasn't oversized. It wasn't a gun used for it.
Damn, man.
Oh.
Yeah, and I loved like that. The last you kind of pointed it out already, but like it's kind of bright in here, but like still toned down. But even like going into the exit portion, you really have like a sort of dark. I don't know. For some reason, like normally light is where you want to go, you know.
Yeah.
But like
This
just
is
having this dark, I don't know. I think it's very fitting to have.
It's like
This
bright.
part,
It's bright where it needs to be.
yeah.
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 This area right here gives me like aquarium vibes.
Yeah.
Like when I go to
Yeah,
the aquarium,
totally.
you walk into a dark space, but then it's brighter in the
Mhm.
actual space
Since
where
when
you're
do
going
we
to be
have
doing the animals.
lighting up doors?
I didn't even know that was a thing until I saw it when I turned the lights off.
What the hell?
That's the thing in this
Why,
game.
who want that? Anyway.
Oh, Remnant,
Wow.
we can't take anymore, man.
Those custom doors as well. Oh, so good.
Yeah.
I mean, I took a lot of cue from Rycie's doors, so
Ah.
there you go.
You did a great job, buddy.
Thanks, man.
That's an understatement of the year.
Just out of curiosity though, out of everything that you've done, what was your favorite thing that you did here? in
Probably.
this
I mean,
exhibit?
the indoor area was really cool, but it was such like it was so tedious. But I really just I honestly liked really like the landscaping and like the water features and stuff, because that's kind of stuff that I gravitate toward anyways. Like
Yeah.
in a zoo, like there's certain times where I'd rather see that stuff than like the animals.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. For
Yeah,
sure.
and I mean
That's-
there's more water features. Like if you go up, like on the upper level, there's
Oh
there's,
yeah,
like,
we
a
still
little
have
bit more
that to look
stuff,
at.
too.
Yeah. There's even more here.
Jeez.
Damn. Boy.
But that wasn't all. I think I'm. Yeah. Oops.
Oh. Oh yeah, I forget
Yeah.
the stairs too.
Oh, the top view from here is gonna be
Oh, yeah,
so
that's-
amazing.
Let's see into the habitat. I
Yeah.
haven't seen it from up here.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so there's
This is
it's
so
you
cool.
kind of have like 2 ways of viewing it, or 3 ways, I guess.
How many hippos are living here? 2?
There's 3.
Women? Okay. I think
Yeah.
that's perfect.
Yeah,
And is it like
Jeez.
2 females or how?
Oh,
does
there's-
the
I think
see
it's
one
2
right
females
there.
and 1 male.
Yeah.
Damn
Yeah.
lucky.
The male is probably crazy. but yeah. Oh, is
It still
gonna
kind of
enter?
amazes me the animations with like the swimming and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's going.
Oh, it's
in
going
there.
inside. That's
Maybe.
so cool.
No, it's stuck.
Sometimes they just stop, but they do go in there.
Okay.
I made sure of that.
I believe you.
It
What are
has
these?
Stage fright. It's stage fright.
Is there a purpose for the ladders on the outside of the building?
Yeah. So what I have seen from like the pictures is that the ladders are actually there should be like a railing on the top, and it slides for when you clean it.
Oh,
For
okay.
the windows.
Yeah, and then on the top there's like on the top of the ladder there's like a smaller entrance window that I
Mhm.
guess you can climb to the other side of it, so you can see that there's a ladder on the other side as well.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, and in the,
okay.
I feel like in the real life version, there's also some small platforms
Mhm.
underneath the rooftops for.
Yeah.
I don't know what for, but I know now because they have a lot of birds inside.
Oh.
They have the birds. I
Oh,
don't know what the
no,
name
ma'am.
is of the bird, but the bird who cleans both
Oh,
hippos and,
yeah.
and
Oh,
rhinoceros.
yeah.
Like they have that kind of pact of hey, we help each other out. You protect me and I clean you. They have a lot of those birds
It's a
inside,
contract.
and they have some nests for them.
Oh my gosh, that's so
and
cool.
maybe the platforms are also for like nursing the birds.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Are these custom
Stairs?
handrails?
Gorgeous.
Yes.
Yes.
These are all custom handrails. This is not part of
Yes.
like the
Oh.
path.
No,
That's insane.
Jeez,
God.
that was difficult.
you're mad.
Yeah, I believe that.
How did you get the path so smooth?
Yeah,
Well,
'cause
just
this is sloping. Yeah.
yeah.
It's a secret.
Well, yeah. I just used like one of the tracked rides first to kind of put a, like a template down, and then kind of built it off of that.
So the Mike's
this is all,
technique.
Yeah,
I've tried that
This
and
is
I
all on
honestly.
terrain.
couldn't get it to work right.
it's difficult.
Yeah, me too.
You will find that every time Remnant has been in an area of the park, you will have to delete like 5 monorail sections.
Oh yeah.
Wait,
So
what was
and
behind
then
this area? I feel like I just saw something.
yeah, so
Yeah,
if you turn
around.
all the way around, there's another water feature.
Oh,
sick.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Like kids are gonna run here just looking at all the water features. It's
Yeah, and then this is a secondary entrance, so I just put like a kind of not as nice version of the logo.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
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 But it's
Which
it's
is
great to
totally
have both.
realistic, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and You wouldn't have people miss out of like what is the
Mhm.
name of the habitat. So,
Mhm.
Hippo
Jesus.
Lagoon, that's great, man.
Yay!
Awesome.
I'm so glad you guys like it.
So, is there any more? To
Isn't
show?
there a trail more if you go right?
Still
Like,
more?
I
No.
I don't want to show things that aren't supposed to be.
Yeah, there's not really any more. You guys saw like the most of it, so most of
This
what's
is
done.
Go
insane.
back
man.
to the habitat and look at the hippos.
Yeah. We'll have whoop. Let me just go upstairs.
But man, you really outdid yourself. So
Yeah,
good.
it's insane.
Thank you. Yeah, it was
Like I
fun.
feel like you even pushed yourself. Balboa
Oh,
is
no.
gorgeous, but I feel like you even pushed yourself because I'm in a collaboration now. I'm gonna do this to impress you guys, and
Yeah.
impress is not even the word.
Well, and I mean,
This
doing
is
modern
gorgeous.
stuff is not like doing stuff like that's modern and contemporary is not really something that I did a lot of. So it was definitely a challenge, but it was fun.
It's just amazing to see that after I've been in the Balboa file because you sent it to me, and it's really the opposite kind of zoo than this is.
Yeah.
'Cause,
Mhm.
You know, the whole climate and all
Mhm.
of that cultural aspects. And I was
Mhm.
like, are you gonna be brilliant and amazing in this as well? And of course, yeah, you were. So
Because it's Remnant.
man.
You did not disappoint.
Yeah, I feel like you stepped out of your normal element that
Oh, for
we've
sure.
seen so far in zoo, and I mean it's breathtaking.
Thank you.
That's the good explanation. Breathtaking. That's gonna be the name of the
Breathtaking.
episode. Remnant's breathtaking habitat.
Ooh, and ah.
Remnant stole my breath. I can't breathe.
Where have my breath gone?
You really did. Oh, so good.
Thank
This is so
you.
cool.
So it's not that big of an area.
No,
But
that's
it's
pretty
perfect
large.
use of space, though.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
It feels bigger, I think.
Yeah.
This looks so good.
I'm glad. Yay.
Awesome. Alright guys, so I think that kind of wraps up this episode.
Yeah.
Sure does.
Yeah, right? Yeah, I don't know. We can keep going along.
To be honest, we can't show anything else after this. So
Yeah, no, there are like a few things still in the works, but like
Mhm.
we will keep that for later on. we aren't gonna show it yet.
damn. And this is not the last you've seen from Remnant in this park. So yeah, stay tuned in
No.
this channel because
I'll be
we
back.
Definitely.
just went pro. So
You guys were already pro.
We kidnapped him.
XP plus 10 for everybody. Plus 20 for Remnant. Thanks for watching, everyone. This concludes episode 6 of Pilosa Zoo. I'm iDro.
Josh.
Lazz.
Remnant.
And Rycie.
And we
Take
hope
care,
to see
everybody.
you all next time.
Yeah.
Bye.
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 Bye.